Good day, class. My name is Lala Fatima Eniton, and I'm your personal teacher on English language. And I'll be taking you the topic idioms. I'll be going straight into the topic, definition of idioms, the history and origin of idioms. So, what is idioms? Idioms are phrases or expressions that have a figurative meaning that is different from the literal meaning of the individual's words. Idioms often conveys complex ideas, cultural differences, and emotions in a very unique and colorful way. So now going into the history and origin of idioms. Idioms can originate from literature. That is, many idioms come from famous books, plays, or poems. Idioms can emerge from folklore, stories, myths, or legend. Idioms can be rooted in historical events, customs, or practices. So now, I'll be handing you over to my colleague Rebecca, who will be talking about the types of idioms and the uses of idioms. Thank you.
Good day, class. My name is Kiki Rebecca, and I'll be your personal teacher on English language today. And I'll be talking about the types of idioms. When we are talking about types of idiom, there are actually 4 types of idioms. We have the phrasal idiom, we have the prepositional idiom, we have the comparative idiom, and we have the proverbial idiom. When we are talking about the phrasal idiom, they are verb-based idioms. For example, break a leg. When we're talking about the prepositional idiom, they are idioms using preposition. For example, in a nutshell, on the same page. When we're talking about the comparative idiom, they are idioms using comparison. For example, as busy as A, B. When we're talking about the proverbial idiom, proverbial idioms are idioms that convey wisdom or advice. For example, action speaks louder than words. I'll be handing over to my colleague Teresa, who will be taking you the benefits of using idioms. Thank you.
Good day, class. My name is Gabriel Titilayo Teresa, and I'm your personal teacher on English language. And I'll be taking you the benefit of idioms and also tips for learning idioms. Number 1 benefit of idioms is to enhance communication. It helps the speakers to communicate or to sound more fluent or natural. It adds flavor to language. It adds flavor to language in the sense that it makes it more engaging and interesting even for the listeners. It improves communication skills. Tips for learning idioms. Practice regularly. Listen to native speakers. Pay attention to how idioms are being used in conversations. Avoid cramming. Instead, read widely, expose yourself to various texts, various books, and articles, and so on. So now, I'll be handing over to my colleague here, Rosemary, who will be talking on the examples of idioms and why idioms are important. Thank you.
Good day, class. My name is Oluwagemi Rosemary Mosola. I'm your personal teacher in English language, and I'll be taking you on examples of idioms and how idioms are important. Examples of idioms. 1. Beat around the bush, which means to avoid a direct answer. 2. A piece of cake, which means something very easy to do. 3. The ball bounces, which means some things are just out of our control. 4. Under the weather, which means feeling ill. 5. Walk on an eggshell, which means to be careful with our words or action. Now, I'll be moving to why idioms are important. 1. Enrich language. Idioms add colors, expressiveness, and nuance to language. 2. Cultural understanding. It reflects cultural belief and values. 3. Facilitates communication. It makes speakers communicate more effectively and efficiently. 4. Make language more natural. It makes language more natural and conversational than literary language. Thank you.